Mommy need my smother. Although you would love me need my number. Although you would so mommy need my smother. Although you would love me need my number.
Odo ye way, me fe mano, me so me nsa. Fa wodo pe bomwa, fa wodo pe bomwa. Odo ye way, me fe mano, me so me nsa. Fa wodo pe bomwa, fa wodo pe bomwa.
Odo ye way. Let me make her love you. Although you were, let me make her love you.
Although you way, me fe mano, me so me nsa. Fa wodo pe bomwa, fa wodo pe bomwa. Although you way, me fe mano, me so me nsa. Fa wodo pe bomwa, fa wodo pe bomwa.
Although you were, love me need my number. Although you were, so mommy need my smother. Although you were,
I don't chase it, it just come to me. Must be in my blood, it just run through me. See it in your eyes, know you wanna do me. Leave all your friends, head back to the crib and do something to me. Know I'm right, I clean up nice, but deep down, girl, you know that I'm a dog, kung fu-y. We could chop it up, cuffin', baby, but I don't wanna lock you up. Hold you down, baby, I could prop you up. Kick game to you like a nigga playing soccer, huh? And I don't even teach him, I'm the motherfucking proctor. It's a matter of degrees, and you looking at it, doc.
although you were, love me need my number.
Right. Cool day,
Yes,
cool
be
day.
happy, so I cry more. Charlie, only sick for just Sean. Omo pen man, momo cry dodge. Betty me cruise what town more. She don't want you this a come on no girl. Now when you feel good to me sign check. Now we could in the corner no such it. Why hair? You could spend a dirty life in cell. Charlie, more than she need chi. She need sifem men in the coinchi. And to Joe Pa, say want to cry. So the pass kind Adrian car. Professional as Zonto Pa. Azuna no po, Adriana John Kwa. But you will see come a waffle cat. See, I'm a child booking hats. You won't kwa.
So mommy need my smother. Although you were, love me need my number. Although you were, so mommy need my smother. Although you were, my number.
Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more. Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more.
Odo ye way. Let me make her love you. Odo ye way. Let me make her love you.
Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more. Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more.
Odo ye way. Love me need my number. Odo ye way. So mommy need my smubble. Odo ye way.
I don't chase it, it just come to me. Must be in my blood, it just run through me. See it in your eyes, know you want to me. Leave all your friends, head back to the crib and do something to me. Know I'm right, I clean up nice, but deep down, girl, you know that I'm a dog, Kung Fu-y. We could chop it up, cuffin', baby, but I don't wanna lock you up. Hold you down, baby, I could prop you up. Kick game to you like a nigga playing soccer, huh? And I don't even teach him, I'm the motherfucking proctor. It's a matter of degrees and you looking at it, doc.
Odo ye way. Love me need my number.
Right. Cool day,
Guess
cool
me up
day.
here so I cry more. Charlie, only sick for just Sean. I'm a pen man, I'm a cry dodge. I'm betting me a cruise, what time more. She don't want you this, I come on no girl. Now when you feel could do to me sign check. Now when could in the queen and so check. Why hair? You could spend a dirty life in cells. Charlie, more than she need chi. Shanani Sifem men in the Coichi, and to Joe Parts, I want to cry, so the pass kind Nanka. Professional Azunto Pa, Azunano Po, Adiana John Kwa, but you will see come a waffle cat, see I'm child booking hats, you won't qua.
So mommy need my smubble. Odo ye way. Love me need my number. Odo ye way. So mommy need my smubble. Odo ye way. Love me need my number.
Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more. Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more.
Odo ye way. Let me make her love you. Odo ye way. Let me make her love you.
Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more. Odo ye way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more, foul do people more.
Odo ye way.
faka wa ha ko fie have you me do house yan sign it me sa me cha me sisi odi do na for me sisi mami la pa do blade me ko tira anu na bo me sa so mi na mo ka tell say ya ko to ya ni e to ma krofo ni ana mi abra wa se me ko fa mi ko no wo ja mi ana ma ko fa wo me se me be to ya ni ma krofo mi ko you go faka wa ha ko fie have you me do house yan sign it me sa me cha me sisi odi do na for me sisi mami la pa do blade me ko tira anu na bo me sa so mi na mo ka tell say ya ko to ya ni e to ma krofo ni ana mi abra wa se me ko fa mi ko no wo ja mi ana ma ko fa wo me se me be to ya ni ma krofo mi ko
out of the 152 that we have tested positive and taken to care, 31 of them have been discharged. They just don't discharge. They keep testing about 3 or 4 times for you to show negative before they do the discharge. The discharge is not allowing you to come freely outside. They go visit your home, they look at other factors and try to put you into self-quarantine, though you are okay, so that they continue monitoring you for the next week or 2 before they allow you to go free. That was as yesterday, there was only one that had been discharged from Kumasi, but I need to check on it as to where these people have actually been discharged. But there are a lot of them in Accra. I need numbers that I don't have immediately on my hands.
Welcome to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. When it's a Tuesday, when it's a Thursday, you have to understand that the only place that you have to be, you have to understand that the only network you have to be listening to is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My fellow Ghanaians, good evening wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor, and I call you my family. I call you the family. I call you the people who are ready to speak truth to power. People who are ready to make sure Ghana gets to where we want to get to, the better Ghana we want. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I can see lots and lots of people online watching me from across the world, from Finland, from Sweden, from Noguchi Center, from Adumenukrum, from Kumasi, from Accra, from Kumasi, from Accra, from Sunyani, from Germany. People living in the DC metros, Virginia, Maryland, and then DC itself. People watching me from the Bronx, New York City, all the 5 boroughs. People watching me from Helsinki, all the way from Estonia, all the way from Greece, Dubai, Armageddon. People watching me from heaven. I would like to say good evening to welcome to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. This is the show that you have to tell a brother that Kevin Taylor and the crew. We are on. Cheers to everybody and have a wonderful evening. We are going to start the show very soon. You are listening to some music. Actually, the title is I Love You. I Love You. It's by Cool Date. Cool Date. On that same track, we have Obed and then Trevor. I'm going to give you their handles later, but actually, I'm going to play this song again. I'm actually going to dedicate this song to all the slay queens who have missed their guys they can't see because of lockdown. I'm also going to dedicate this song to the guys who want to go see their loved ones. They can't because there's a lockdown. And I'm also going to dedicate it to the guys who were able to make it. And the ladies who were able to make it in lockdown with their partners. And then to all the married couples. This is called Love, and it's from Cool Date and Obed alongside Trevor. One good music, my fellow Ghanaian. One good music. But before I start the show, I'm dedicating this specifically to the loved ones and the slave queens. You could be, I know you are home alone. I know that the wig is off. I know there's no makeup now. I know you are feeling yourself now. You are being yourself. So this is the time you have to boogie. This is a single from Cool Date, Mr. _ Cool Date on Instagram. There's Obed on this track. You hear the, oh no, you're way. Yeah, that's Obed. And then, you know the American slang there, that is Trevor. But the main man who did the Sarkodia like of rap is called Cool Date. He's a new kid on the block. Fellow Ghanaians, this is to the slave queens, this is to the slave boys, and this is to the married men who have been stuck home because of lockdown. Let's listen to this, and I'll be right back after 30 seconds.
Odo your boy. Suma mini masmabo. Odo your boy.
I don't chase it, it just come to me. Must be in my blood, it just run through me. See it in your eyes, know you want to do me. Leave all your friends, head back to the crib and do something to me. Know I'm right, I clean up nice, but deep down, girl, you know that I'm a dog, Kung Fu-y. We could chop it up, cuffin', baby, but I don't wanna lock you up. Hold you down, baby, I could prop you up. Kick game to you like a nigga playing soccer, huh? And I don't even teach him, I'm the motherfucking proctor. It's a matter of degrees and you looking at it,
Odo your boy. Love me, need my number.
Right. Cool day.
Yes,
Cool
be up
day.
here, so I cry more. Charlie, only sick for just Sean. Omo pen man, Momo cry dodge. Betty me cruise what town more. She don't want watch this a come on no girl. Now when you feel could do to me sign check. Now when could in the queen and such what hair. You could spend a dirty life in cell. Charlie, more than she need chi. She need sifem men in the coinchi. Anti Joe pa, say want to cry. So the pass kind Idra Nanka. Professional azonto pa. Azuna no po, a Diana John Kwa. But you will see come a waffle cat. See, I'm a child booking hats. You won't kwa. Shit.
Lockdown in motion or whatever. Now we have lockdown in Accra, lockdown in Kumasi, and I think in Tema. My question is simple. So after the lockdown, what next? Keeping us in rooms, the security guards, security personnel going after people, beating them up. What next? Is it going to stop the virus from spreading? We've seen a lot of things on social media, how some Kayayes are trying to get to their hometowns, are leaving because of the panic, because in the first place, we didn't communicate well to the people. You remember last week on Sunday when I was here, I was telling you Ghanaians that the people who are in front telling us what to do are supposed to speak the language we understand. I kept saying this because there was a reason, and this is the reason. You saw how people were trying to leave Kumasi. People were trying to leave Accra and Tema, especially my brothers and sisters from the north. The communication, the dialogue wasn't there. They didn't even understand what the president said. We just played a video of a woman being beaten by a security personnel. The president said in his statement, in his speech, that we can go out and access food. We can go out and buy food and come back home. There are a few places, essential services that can be accessed. Today, the personnel, the policemen, the soldiers who are on the street don't even understand the statement of the president. Who is talking to them? How are they taking the message? Lots and lots of things to talk about today. But before we start today's show, I'm going to take my time and talk on this police and the security personnel in Ghana brutalizing Ghanaians. This is a lockdown. This is not a coup. We should understand that. This is just a lockdown. It's not a coup. When they say a lockdown, we didn't tell you guys to go into the system, chase people around, beat them like animals. My fellow Ghanaians, you are a soldier, you are a policeman, you are an aviation man or whatever. You have to understand that you are Ghanaian. All that you are supposed to do is to make sure that the law works. How do you do your part? What you have to do is, if even you arrest somebody, the best thing to do is make sure the person's fundamental rights are protected. Why are you beating people up? Beating people up on the street, do you think is going to drive away the virus? No, because you're making people more angry. You are pissing the community up, and then it's going to get to a point they are going to retaliate, and that's when this whole thing is going to escalate. So this is the time we have to start going into the issues and speaking to the issues. Why are the police, why are the security agencies, why are the soldiers brutalizing Ghanaians? We all said that we needed a lockdown. We didn't say come and kill us. Ghanaians, we all wanted this lockdown, and we applaud the president for making that decision. But we didn't tell you the soldiers, we didn't tell you these policemen to go after people and be beating them. That is not the way to control such a situation. And I'm so disappointed in these cops. I'm so disappointed in these soldiers, because we were expecting you guys to be professionals. Sometimes you hear Ghanaians talking and they're like, oh, discipline, blah, blah, blah. What I am seeing now shows that even the army, there's no discipline in the army. I saw one video on social media where a young soldier, and I know, and I believe, and I think I believe that this guy is not a real soldier. He might be a party boy who has been given a uniform to wear. A real soldier will not talk like this. Yes, yaba, yasomun nanamonda, yaba bomu tisemwa. This guy is not a professional soldier. Trust me, this is what we've been talking about the president and this government making sure that our security service is clean. You can't just put in any riffraff. You can't just give a riffraff uniform to wear and make them feel like the people are the enemies. You don't do that. And I'm holding the police, the soldiers, their bosses, the guys up there. I'm holding them responsible, because you guys have to tell these young ones that, you know what? This is the time you have to show that you are professionals. We are in a crisis. People are worried. People are scared. See the number of people who are trying to run away or leave Kumasi and leave Accra to the north because they are scared of the virus. And you go out there and you also go and compound the issue. That is the problem we have in Ghana now. There are no professionals anywhere. There are no professionals. You are beating Ghanaians instead of you helping Ghanaians to survive. And you call yourself a soldier. You call yourself a policeman. And what hurts is you see these people, they are not even protecting themselves. Because you're a soldier, you can't be infected by this virus. You see them walking in the street. Because you're a soldier, you don't have to take precautionary measures. You don't wear gloves, you don't wear nose mask, you don't wear nothing, because you're a cop, because you're a soldier. At the end of the day, you're going to die before even this virus, the vaccine is found. So this is my message to the soldiers. I respect you guys so much, but you are basically proving to Ghanaians that you are not on top of the issues. You are the last resort, that when we find things difficult to control as a country, we come to you guys. That's why we don't allow you guys to come into the system whenever there's a demonstration or anything. You know, so this is just the comedy. But I just want to welcome a lot of people online. I want to say hello to the family. I know everybody is online, and I'm going to say hello to a few people before we go into today's issue. I know the family is poised. Yes, lots and lots of people online this evening. People have started making their comments. People have started sending in their messages. I just want to say hello to. This is on Facebook, on With All Due Respect page. I just want to say hello to Ohima, Amasika, Juliet, Addison Saki, and the others. Reginald Apieje is watching. Cavalon Mola is watching. He say, hey, Kevin, you are a top fan. Hello, how you doing, sir? Shell Nindo, Swale Nindo, sorry, is watching. Idi Alonso Al-Hassan is watching. Fela Kuti Kabaka. That's a wonderful name. You're also watching. Alhaji Suleiman bin Kanu is watching. Saidu Abdul Rahman is watching. Awal Muhammad is watching. Peter Amponsan, Jafet Kojo Logosu, Richard Wayo, Sowa Charles, Daniel Obeng is a top fan. How are you doing, Charles? Alexander Ejekwe is watching. Socrates Cicero is watching. Umar Ali is watching. Welcome, Umar. Sowa Charles is back again. Freddie Kemby. I'm actually going to mention the names. I can't go through the messages, but what I'm going to do is in the middle of the show, I'm going to try and read people's messages so that I can say hello to everybody watching me. I know you are family, and I need to tell you that I'm happy you are on board today. I'm happy you're listening to me from Ghana, from every part of the world. Cecil Jones is here. Babangida Sofu Salaga is here. Socrates is back. Habib is here. Luke Sharp is here. Gazili is here. Al Hassan Abdul Majid Ali is watching. Agri Fifi, how are you doing, Agri? Disauce top fan is watching. Miles Zulian is also watching. Awal Mohammed is back. Socrates is back. Richard Kojo Zamesi is watching. Fusaini Abdul Hafiz, how are you doing, sir? Janetta Colley, how are you doing, mom? Hope you're doing wonderful. Kofi Ansa Abdul Kudos Ayama Archibald Ababio is watching. Hajia Umar Gifty Mensa Elliot Pasol Janet Hajia Rukaya Mensa Cecil John Malte Josephine Pipra Edubofo, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great wherever you are. Have a wonderful afternoon, Josephine. Socrates Cisse Bala Musa. I'm trying to get the names right here. Edward Della is here. Rof One is here. Hasia Talata, Haruna Adams. This is the family, man. This is the family, and I give them that chance. I just try to say hello to everybody because I don't see people listening to us as just ordinary people. To be very honest with you, people listening to me, I see them as family. I don't just see them as some people who came online to watch me and walk away. No, you might disagree with me, you might like what I do, but as far as you are here, you've been with us from day one till date. I call you family. That's why I'm taking my time to say hello to everybody. So people shouldn't get angry. I'm talking to family. I'm talking to my moms, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, and my nieces. They are online today, and they are the people who want the truth. So I'll have to spend some time and say hello to these people. Ohima Amasika is back. Efo Togbi Nanawata is here. Yusuf Ango, Richard Opoku, Mohammed Zurin, Bafor is here. Razak Fairplay, Gazil Rabiu, Peter Amponsa. Hello to everybody watching me. Bafo Elvis K. Let me try and see what's happening on YouTube, and I can say hello to a few people too on YouTube. Yes, they are. They are also family. Okay, on YouTube it's happening live. Orkodo or YouTube. Orkodo. If you're watching me live from anywhere else, tell a brother that Kevin Taylor and the team, they are online. Amfo Henry is watching on YouTube. Mustafa Al Hassan is watching. Emmanuel Da Costa, Mark Ado, Philip Colley, Kweku Ahini, Richie Sly, Sandra Heteka, Patrick Ayiku, Kelly Phillips, Samantha Amponsa, Abdul Ganiu, Isa Musa is watching. Connie Ture, Apia Benjamin, Raymond Gadogbe, Kobina, DJ Kwesi, Gideon Cole, DJ Kwesi, Blue Loop, DJ is happening live here on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My fellow Ghanaians, this is where you have to be this evening because people want to hear the truth. Here, we don't mince words. Here, we say it as it is. If you're listening to me from everywhere in the world, I would like to say an official good evening to you and welcome to the show. So, as I was saying, I'm going to take the next 30 minutes 30 minutes. Today we are closing exactly at 5 p.m. US time. That is 9 p.m. Ghana time. We're not going to take your time exactly. So we're going to work within time. I'm going to take the next 30 minutes to address this brutality. But yeah, producer just signaled me that we can do the social media post. Lots and lots of things. We have a segment where we call the social media segment, whereby we tell you the stories trending on social media. We tell you about how people feel, what people think should be done, how people are criticizing people in power, how people are also defending people in power. That is what we do. We try to make sure that diverse opinions are being shared across board. So if producer is listening to me now, we can go straight to the social media platform, whereby social media news, where we talk briefly about what people post on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and whatever you may have. So we start our first social media post is from Zaba Zita Benson. And she says that, are the security officers enforcing the lockdown immune to the coronavirus? That's her first question. Or because of their uniform, the virus is afraid of them? I'm only asking because they are not practicing any of the safety or preventive measures being preached. No face mask, no gloves, staying 6 feet away from the people, and etc. So this is a valid point. She just wanted to know, are these police, these security personnel, do they think they can be infected? Because they are wearing uniform, they are wearing the army, whatever, camouflage, and the police uniform, do they think they can be infected? So that is the problem. We will end up locking the whole nation down. We will make sure we do our best, everything is moving on perfectly. Then our army, then our police, people start getting sick. People start falling sick. And then where do we go? Because if the security agencies don't take care of this, by the time they are done with this lockdown, majority of the soldiers in Ghana will be infected. And it's a fact. And you have to understand that if about 60% of these soldiers are infected, then we don't have a security force in this country. So these are things that we have to be looking at. These are things that the people up there have to be considering. I know PPEs, Jack Ma, right? Producer Jack Ma sent about 50,000 PPEs to Ghana. We'll talk about that. Where are they? Why do you send these men on the street without even giving them the necessary equipment and tools to work with? They just have to go out there and be holding sticks and chasing people and beating people and holding people by their hand, by their clothes, whilst this infection is all over. Who is protecting these people and who is guiding the soldiers, the security personnel, to take the best decision? Now, the next one is coming from Prekese Kwame. Prekese Kwame on Facebook. He posted this. You are all over talking about Heritage Fund when our president has 8.8 trillion old Ghana cedis ready for his fruitless new voter register. Fool. That is what he posted, and he made his point, because now we're talking about Heritage Fund. You know that the finance ministry went to take $100 million from IMF. They also went to the World Bank to take $35 million. They come back home, and the Heritage Fund, they want to take it. So the issue is, what is really, because we have 8.8 trillion cedis. 8.8 trillion cedis sitting there, and we are dying. And the president says we don't have money. We should go to IMF. We should go to World Bank and go take 100 million, 35 million respectively, bring it back. And the Heritage Fund that was put together by an administration for the future generation, that when everything is even done, we know that we have some ejapadia there that the future generation can access. Today, we have 8.8 trillion sitting there for registration. Producer, am I out of focus? Yeah, producer said I'm out of focus. I'm ugly, and when I get out of focus, it becomes worse. So 8.8 trillion, and we still want to give that to the EC. Why? We will all die before the election is conducted. So I think he's making a very, very good point. Do we need to die before we get to know that human lives are more important than elections? 8.8 trillion cedis, and it's with Jane Mensah. And the funny thing is, do you people know how much Jane Mensah takes every month as a salary? These are things you've not asked about. This woman has taken an airline 4 times to Parliament. It has been rejected. The incompetence of this lady. Do you know how much Jane Mensah is paid in a month? Every 30 days, Jane Mensah takes about 80,000 Ghana cedis. 800 million. 800 million. She can't do the job. Jane Mensah can't do the job. She takes about 80,000 Ghana cedis home. The co-mininis around it has not come. The car fuel allowance, the tie allowance, the wig allowance, the makeup allowance, the meeting sitting allowance and per diem. She takes almost 800 million old Ghana cedis every 30 days home, and she has sent 4 allies. This is unprecedented in our history. Yes, it's unprecedented. Charlotte Osei would never make such mistakes, and it's a fact. 4 allies, and they've all been rejected. It shows that this woman is not on top of the game. She's not on top of anything. So we have to be looking at these things and the incompetence of these people, and we have to also start asking questions and demanding reasonable answers. The next one was from Ebo Boyson. She posted it on Facebook. He posted it on Facebook, sorry. Ebo Boyson is a man. Sorry, Ebo. Ebo Boyson posted this on Facebook, and his post was, apart from Akufo-Addo, I have not heard of any president in any part of the world begging his citizens to donate monies to fight coronavirus, not even in Somalia. If anybody has heard any president in any part of the world telling his or her citizens to donate to fight coronavirus, please let us know. But what we know now, I haven't heard any government anywhere, any president anywhere asking the citizens who are dying, asking the citizens who pay taxes to them, asking the citizens who are on their back struggling to survive, asking the citizens who are under lockdown and their foodstuff is going bad in the market, their businesses have been shut down, they can't access any money, the economy is dwindling. Have you heard that any government asking their citizens to bring in money to fight this coronavirus? Only Akufo-Addo, and he's always right, because nobody in Ghana today can blame Akufo-Addo. He's always right. So who are you, Ebo Boyson, to come and ask the president, why are you taking this action? Now, Prince Derek Ejay also posted something on his Facebook page. He says, NCC, that's the National Commission for Civic Education, has only 2 information vans for the whole Ghana. The NCCE, they have only 2 vans in the whole of Ghana. The whole Ghana, over 30 million people, NC has only 2 vans. NCC boss disclosed this on City FM, so he was actually quoting the NCC boss. Nobody should go after Prince Derek, because he is telling you what the NCC boss said on City. They have only 2 vans. Only 2 vans in Ghana. And do you know the work of NCC? Basic, simple. You see, they are the guys who are supposed to be in the front telling Ghanaians what to do when this virus broke out. These are the guys who are supposed to carry the campaign on their shoulders. Every corner of Ghana, every village, every den, these were the guys who are supposed to travel to every corner of Ghana to tell them that, you know what, there's a new virus in town, and this and this and this is what you have to do to protect yourself and protect your family. And these guys say they have only 2 vans. And I'll not be surprised that the 2 vans, one is broken, but the 2 vans, one has 3 ties and has been jagged, and they have put in cement blocks under it. But the other one, the ties cracked, they've been here. And the people in there, they know. You see, these are the things. We have 123 to 24 ministers. These guys, each of them has a Land Cruiser. Girls, I'm the coffee for formal. Young girls. Today, slave queens are all locked up at home. What's the use of these V8s? Get rid of some of the MPs and use their money to go buy cars for the NCC and all that. Why these people? Why? But you get into that. This is the social media segment whereby I try to tell you how people feel and how people are expressing themselves on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, and also on other platforms. The next one is a post by City TV, City News, City Newsroom, and it says, government considering cash transfer to vulnerable groups during lockdown. So the government of Ghana, the government of Ghana is considering cash transfer to vulnerable groups during lockdown. Which groups are they? Who is vulnerable in Ghana? Who is not? Because we're here when Get Fund and all that, the scholarships they were given to needy and brilliant and needy ministers and whatever. So in Ghana, how do you decide this person is vulnerable or not? Those who are vulnerable are the guys and the women and the girls and the kids who were packed in cars like sardine trying to leave Accra and Kumasi to the north. Those are the vulnerable ones. But let me ask you, do those people, do they even have an address? Can you trace them? Do you know where they live, Mr. President? Do you know where they live, Mr. Finance Minister? Don't just use words and walk away. Who is vulnerable? Who are the vulnerables in Ghana? I want to know. And who are the vulnerables in Ghana? So how do you decide this person is vulnerable and this person is not? Because we're in Ghana when people who could afford get funds, scholarship money, whatever, were given scholarships to move. And I'm talking about the NDC and the MPP. Because these things started way back. These people sit in parliament and they take the money and they share it and they give it to their siblings, they give it to their sisters and themselves. The question is, who is a vulnerable person? Who are the vulnerables? Who and who? So, Mr. Finance Minister, you just come on air and you just say things and you walk away because our journalists are so dumb and so ignorant that they don't even push. They don't follow up. They don't follow up. He comes to sit there and says that money will be disbursed. In America, when this this crisis started, there's something they call a stimulus package or whatever. Now, what the government is doing now is the government is targeting. You see, they are making specific statements. They are not just coming to tell you that we are going to share the money amongst. No, they are making specific statements. Businesses like mine, which is young, very young business, does not have money. What they are doing is they are calling people in the hospitality industry. They have a budget for them. They're like, this industry, $500 million. It is going to the hospitality industry. So if you fall under hospitality, come and access this money. This one goes to the private restaurant. That is leadership. That is when you can account for what you have been given. You go to take $100 million. You also go again and take $35 million. You come back and access the Heritage Fund, and you tell us that you are going to you are considering. It's not even an emphatic statement. They are considering. They are considering transferring money to vulnerables. Who is, you see, Ghanaians, let's get serious here. These people, they just hide behind words and then they just steal from us. Ask yourself as a Ghanaian. The government of Ghana just came out yesterday. The finance minister in parliament said that they've been able to access the $100 million from IMF, $35 million. They are going to come take money from the... ask them, what specific thing are they going to be using this money for? No plan. Got locked down. We locked down. No plan. Now you lock the people down. Now you lock the regions down. What is the next plan? That is our topic for today. Just locking the people down wouldn't change anything. Wouldn't stop the virus. It's going to stop the virus some way, but it's not going to kick it out. So what's the next plan? Because when you lock the people down, when you lock the regions down, you need to have a specific plan. Okay, we lock them down. Now we know that people are not going to be able to get, like the so-called vulnerable people. How are they going to feed themselves? How are they going to get access to water? Because we know that one of the biggest problems in Ghana right now, the water isn't flowing. How are we going to make sure that the light they are going to be using at home, somebody's going to take care of it? Because when you tell people to stay at home, everything goes up. Utility goes up. The kids are home, the parents are home, the brothers are home, everything goes up. Is the government planning to help Ghanaians halfway through all the times they'll be locked down or whatever? Because if they're going to stay home for 2 weeks and 3 weeks or 4 months, the issue is everything is going to go up. Does the government have any plan helping these people? Just telling them that stay at home will not solve the problem. That's why every single day we see people walking outside the street, because we've not made plans to help them to survive. How are they going to survive? We didn't think through it. All that when we had lockdown, we just locked down. Lockdown because they are pressurizing us. Lockdown so that when 2020 comes, election comes, we will not have problems. But the issue is the lockdown. What are the plans? What measures are being put in place to track these people? How is the government? What plans do we have to feed the people who cannot even get 3 square meal a day? What are they going to do? That's why you saw a lot of people trying to get on tracks to go back to where they come from. You know, they're all going back to where they came from because there's nothing in Accra for them. And we were in this country when Otikwe Jagba told Ghanaians that the government of Ghana has built a 2,000 capacity hostel for Kayis. That's what she said. That half punk lady. Oh, the government of Ghana, we have built a 2,000 capacity hostel for. You see, you want to do politics with everything. This is what happens. Every single thing that my government has done is politics. We have built a 2,000 capacity hostel in Kumasi. So if we had that hostel, let me put it that way, why are these Kayas still trying to get out of Kumasi and Accra? Why do you lie? And the issue is, they will say this, you go into the budget, that money has been taken out. And when you ask, the same thing. But you go there, that person has built a mansion. That person is spending money on girls. That person is giving money unnecessarily to some people. It's your money, it's my money. And when you speak on these things, somebody will just come out and say, oh, Kevin hates MPP. Kevin doesn't like the president. Go and see Donald Trump yesterday. Today, how many press conferences has he had? Your president is still sitting in the Jubilee House, sending Kojo Ponkroma to come and tell you. You see, today they came out to tell us Ghanaians, 31 people have recovered. How? 31 people just recovered? Now, in the next 2-3 hours, they come, 61 people have been infected. Massa, they are playing on your conscience. They are lying to you people. I told you 2 weeks ago that the moment they start this lockdown, they are going to minimize the numbers because there's a lot. You have over 500 cases there. What they are going to do, they are going to dish out the number. You people will feel that things are under control. Then they will tell the NIA to go back and do what they are doing. This morning from nowhere, 31 people. And the funny thing is, nobody knows any of these 31 people. Nobody knows them. And I heard that one of the Guineans, so God being so good and God being so smart and helping us, 10 Guineans or 11 Guineans came through the border of Burkina Faso. And we being so smart, we grabbed all the 10. Nobody has seen a picture of any of them. We grabbed all the 10. And God being so ignorant again from us, because the same God too made us sleep. And one of the guys who has been infected, the lady has run away. She ran through, she jumped the wall and whatever. I listened to the person who is in charge of that facility in the northern region, and he's saying that, he's a lady, she's a slim lady, so be careful when you see a slim lady. We are living in some zoo. Somebody is infected, is infected with this virus. The person is from Guinea. The person runs away from the holding center or the isolation center. Then you grant an interview and tell Ghanaians that she's a lady, she's skinny. Do you know how many skinny girls are in Ghana? Those who are forcing to be skinny, and those who don't eat and they are skinny, and those who are pretending to be skinny. Do you know how many skinny people are in Ghana? And you just come and say, yes, she's skinny, so be careful when you see a skinny girl. Jack, allow our slave queens to relax and be there. Some of them, naturally they are skin. Some too are hungry, so let's push the skin through. So they don't eat. So if you meet them, they are just hungry. So don't force. Slave queens slim one kobo. Just be specific. Bring the picture out and say, this girl is from Burkina Faso. This is how she looks. Spread it across all media houses and let us know the person we are looking for. Stop this comedy in Ghana, and nobody's questioning this guy. This guy says this on Joy News. Joy News. And the host or whatever presenter is sitting and say, oh, okay. Are you sick? Why don't you ask the guy? Say, the person is not even Ghanaian. How many skinny people do we have in Ghana? That you just come to say she's skinny. So be careful of skinny girls. Producer, can we go on? Yeah, so the next one is from James Kluche Avedi MP. He said this on Twitter. Yes. And he says, hello, Mr. President. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, you are donating 3 months of your future salary starting from April to June to fight COVID-19. The money is needed now to buy PPEs for our people. By the time our donation arrived, by the time your donation arrived, our people will all be infected. Are you aware of that? Now, the new slogan in Ghana now is, oh, I've donated my salary, my future salary. You've not worked for that salary. You have not worked. April, you haven't worked. They have not punched. You've not punched. You've not clocked in April. You've not clocked in May. You've not clocked in June, but you are telling us you are donating that money. Now you pay. Then the next day, Vice President Baumia only they be the Baumia only they say when who's a comedy central be happening, not in Wako Gym. Me too, I'm donating what I have not worked for. Then I saw some ministers. This is a joke of a country. You people, even where you are, you want to get rid of you people. Then you people are you want to sack you all. Then you are telling us you are going to donate money you have not worked for. Yeah, but pamomo, mo yeah pamomo. Mo so gaje se sikara, mo agrom ye yi mo frim. Mo say aka mo nyom ba ko pe. Enyom be ne mboma mo. Odo ye way. You see, these are some of the things that pisses people off. You've not worked for the money. We are not in April. You are sitting there saying that I'm donating my future salary. Now, who told you that you are going to even see the future? Are you God? You've not worked for it. You see, what we need to be doing as Ghanaians is, and this goes to the journalists, this is the time we have to, because this coronavirus has exposed Ghana big time. Yes, infrastructure-wise, our health facilities, it has exposed us. This is the time we have to sit back and be like, you know what? We've been fooling ourselves too much. This is the time we have to start asking questions. Infrastructure is very, very important. The ones we have, we are not even making use of it. Human resource. Nurses are sitting home. In some countries, when this thing hit, anyone who has been to nursing school, whether the person finished or even in school, they were brought out to go and help. All that you have to do is to make sure that they get the necessary protection gears. You need to tell them that, you know what, you are already a professional. These are the steps you have to take. Put them in the system. The chip compounds around Ghana. Make sure you tell nurses, come in. This 8.8 trillion you want to go use for elections, just bring that money back. Employ these nurses sitting home. Say, everybody, the Ashanti region guys, Northern region guys, Eastern region guys, how many? Ask the district directorates, how many nurses do you have there? We have 25, we have 30. How many chip compounds do you have in your district? We have 7. Okay, train these people within 1 week, tell them the necessary things to do when they see a patient, put them to work. We have 8.8 trillion cedis. We are going to make sure we start paying them. This is what a government does. This is what wisdom does. This is what a government does. And so today, I don't know who advises government, because all these people come, they say they are wise, but I don't see it. You have hundreds and hundreds of nurses sitting at home. This virus is dangerous. It is spreading across. Just, if you can even decide not to pay them how much they are demanding for. You see, you can be like, guys, you want 50,500 cedis a month. We are in the middle of a crisis. I can pay 1,000. Everybody, bring your certificate, go to your district directorate and tell them they are going to make sure your papers are ready. You are going to the field to work. But they will say they need a nurse with 5 years experience. But a nurse who hasn't worked anywhere before. So why are you going to get a 5 years experience? This is common sense. We don't have it. Marisa, let's go on and just finish this social media segment. The next one is from Aisha Al-Hassan. She says, please, on behalf of my constituents, I would like to ask Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to put our annual $1 million per constituency into COVID-19 fund. Yempe bium. So this one makes a lot of sense. This government told us, this Akufo-Addo government, which I voted for, said and told Ghanaians, and it's in our manifesto, that and Baumia championed this. Every year, was it a year? Yeah, every year, right? Every year, every constituency was going to get $1 million, something like that. So, Mr. President, Obia so monpe, so $1 million into one tam namufama constituencies, to at least boost them to give them enough room to be able to fight this virus. It is simple. It is simple. Today we have a pandemic and we have to run to IMF. That is what hurts me as a Ghanaian. If in the middle of a crisis, your government that has been bragging that the economy is strong, the economy is versatile, the economy is the best since independence. We have one of the best economists, Dr. Baumia. He has stabilized the economy. We are making money. The government is making money for Ghanaians. We are collecting more taxes. And that just the ended home of return or whatever, we make $1.something billion. There's money. And then a crisis hits. And this same government says, we are going to IMF for money. Ghanaians, you have to understand that there's no money. We have to understand that what IMF said some time back that this government is cooking figures to show us that things are well is a lie. This is a whole government. They lie every single day. What will make you go to IMF for $100 million? Tell me. Unless you don't have the money. And if as a country we cannot raise $100 million now, then we have no country. We have no leaders. All the people leading us, Ken Ofori-Atta is an empty head. People, don't be deceived by that his sexy talk and using quotations. He can't handle the economy. And it's a fact. He's the worst performing minister in our history. Trust me. If we are going out to borrow 100,000 for an emergency like $100 million, it means we don't have any Gaga near to Ghana, and there's a designer, and I'm a foreign star, and we brofakes here. So it means the future generation, the young generation, we don't have anything for them. Imagine this virus escalates. Imagine the spread escalates. The 100 million cannot do the job. What do we do again? You go to IMF, they tell you, we are sorry, we gave you $100 million, we can't give you any more. What are you going to do as a country? These people are not managers. Let's kick these guys. These guys cannot help us. This virus, this COVID-19 has exposed these liars. Big time. It has really exposed them. Now, are you guys going to come back and tell Ghanaians that we have the economy is good? How are you going to talk? How are you going to talk? What are you going to tell Ghanaians that the COVID-19 money we went to take there, I don't even get it. What are you going to tell Ghanaians? Because now we know we don't have any money. So all that you were telling us that the economy is strong, is robust, is a lie. You say COVID-19 or 2 years. You see the embarrassment? And this guy, from the beginning, Kufuor told the Kufuor, never make Ken Ofori-Atta the finance minister. This guy is empty. But Kufuor said no. You see where we are today? If this virus spreads to the north, to the east, to the west, to the south, and we cannot handle it, and IMF says that we can't give you any more money, my fellow Ghanaian, you are done. You will die. Today, we wait for a Chinese billionaire to send us 50,000 pieces of PPEs before we... Are we serious as a people? And I wanted to ask a question. Those things Jack Ma sent to Ghana, you are an ordinary Ghanaian watching me. Have you accessed any of them? Has any of your DCs or MCs come to your community and just on radio to tell you guys that meet on this park, we are going to do house to house. We are in fact distributing 10 boxes every house. We are going to give you guys 10 packs. Have you seen anything? Where are they? The gloves, where are they? Because I know that the people at the front of this pandemic, the nurses, the health professionals, they have it now, because we've had people donate to Rage Hospital and other the health ministry. We just saw President Mahama do that. We saw Kennedy Japan do that. We saw a lot of Kwame, despite this, a lot of people are donating. Young McDan, so there are a lot in the system. But the one Jack Ma brought to Ghana, those living at Bubuashi, those living in Kamprum, those living at Bekwai, people living in... I like to talk to the people in the Ashanti region because they are my problem. Because they are my problem. Because they don't want to believe the truth. So these are the people I like to talk to. My people in Kumasi, Joso, Bekwai, what? Have you people received anything? You see, the Nyomebiaba, the mask, Abasia, Monsankebiana, Monsankebi. They have distributed these things to their respective hospitals. Omankasa hospitals, no many doctors, you would die. These things have been, they were, I think they came in like 2 weeks ago, right, producer? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Tell me if you're online, tell me if you have received it. I'm not saying that they should come to everybody's house. Has your MC or district or assemblyman say that they have called him to give him 20,000 pieces or 500 pieces to come and share in his community? Yeah. I'm just asking a simple question. So these are the things we have to be asking. Yeah, in time will be but for transparency's sake, sometimes we need to be asking questions. Yes, we need to be asking questions because you can't just say things and just walk away. Okay, so I think, enough of the social media segment. I think we've had enough stories to digest. Now, today's episode, the topic for today is, after the lockdown, what next, Mr. President? What next? Now, the people, you've had your lockdown. In Kumasi, we saw what happened. In Accra, we've seen it. In Tema, it's happening. Producer, can you play this woman's video before I go on with my editorial on the lockdown?
Yokofaka wa hako ifie. Have you me do house and sign it? Miss Amateur, Mississippi. What did you not for Mississippi? Mamma, part of blood, every copy got to know. I don't know what is that. But from Yana, we can't say, Yoko told you, I didn't hear Thomas Crawford. And I'm Yabra was saying, we come from me, could know what Jamie. And I walk over, Miss Amateur told you, I'm Crawford. Me could. Yokofaka wa hako ifie. Have you me do house and sign it? Miss Amateur, Mississippi. What did you not for Mississippi? Mamma, part of blood, every copy got to know. I don't know what is that. But from Yana, we can't say, Yoko told you, I didn't hear Thomas Crawford. And I'm Yabra was saying, we come from me, could know what Jamie. And I walk over, Miss Amateur told you, I'm Crawford.
Welcome to Loud Silence Radio and TV. So that's what you just watched there. When the president said there was going to be a lockdown, there was a reason for it, because he had been given advice by the professionals who know more about this, and they told the president that, you know what, you have to lock the nation down, some parts, if you can. The president actually listened to these people, and he locked down Accra, Kumasi, and Tema. Now, in the president's speech, he made it emphatic that there are some services that are urgent. They are everyday service. They are needed every day. So Ghanaians can access their nearby watches seller. They can just go there and buy the watch, but don't stand there. Don't wait. Just go back. Buy your watch and go back. If you need a few things that are necessities, you need some things at home, especially food, you can just go outside quickly, get it, and come back home. So it wasn't a total lockdown. It was a partial lockdown, whereby people can move freely, but we can also monitor them and make sure that we don't have much people gathering at one particular place, or people just roaming about unnecessarily and spreading the virus if they have it. And this was a good decision the president made, and I applaud him for that. The issue here is, now, the men who were called to go out there and check with the citizens or civilians that we don't go against the president's directive, we called the soldiers and we called the police. These are the people we believe, or the Constitution says that when things like this happen, they could, take care of the situation. So we released, or the Ghana Armed Forces released soldiers into the system under the command of the president, because he's the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. The security agencies, the others, the police and all that, they also released men. Now, it is looking more like the soldiers, they don't understand their job. The police service, they also don't understand this lockdown. They don't get it. You see, it's so embarrassing that when a government wants to help from their part, when a president wants to help, when he comes and says, like, there's a problem, I want us to all take care of the problem, and the people we give, the opportunity to handle the situation don't even understand why they have been given that responsibility. You saw on social media how people were going after civilians. Now, if you see a civilian outside at 9:30, 10 p.m., you are 5 soldiers, 6 soldiers, 5 policemen, 6 policemen, it's 1 civilian. What do? You approach them. You ask them why they are outside. Now, from the explanation they will give, in nowhere in our constitution or any part of the world that you can beat people up because they have gone against the president's directive. You can't. It is never okay. You can arrest and detain them, or you can peacefully escort them to wherever you are holding them, their cell, or back to their, or give them a ticket. In the U.S., when they give a directive that D.C., Virginia, Maryland, nobody should go out unless you need to go and access something very important, your office or whatever. When they meet you at odd hours, all that the cop can do is talk to you and give you a ticket. Now, we don't have that system put in place. So what do? Now, you see soldiers without gloves, soldiers without nose mask, nothing, chasing people with sticks like we are in some zoo or jungle, and then they are beating them up because the president said we should come out, anybody we see will beat you. They don't even understand why they have been released into the system. I tell you, by the end of this mission, this lockdown, there will be more infected soldiers and policemen than even we, the normal civilians. Yes, because at the end of the day, it looks like they will be spreading the virus to the civilians. Because if 10 policemen or 10 soldiers go after one civilian who is infected, and they mishandle the person, grabbing the person, doing this with the sweat and all that, and these same people, these 10 soldiers or 10 policemen are spread across this country, at the end of the day, they are the ones who will be spreading the virus. So these are things that we have to look into. The question is simple, Mr. President. When you met cabinet, when you met cabinet to decide to put this directive across, did you think through it that after the lockdown, what next? What is our next plan? We have no plan. There's a lockdown. So what next? The only thing they are saying is stay home. Yes, we are staying home. So what's next? Stay home for 2 weeks. What's next? The government didn't tell us anything. Now, these 2 weeks, the probability that they are going to extend it is high. Now, people stay home another 2 weeks. That's 1 month. What next, Mr. President? What next, Mr. Government? What's next? Have you thought of how to help the people? Yes. What measures are being put in place to track even those who have been discharged from hospital today? You came out to say that 31 people have been released into the system. Now, is there any data on these people? Why are you guys not sending out the pictures of these people to the respective regional hospitals and district hospitals to tell them that, you know what, these are the 31 people who were released into the system. In fact, if anybody brings anyone in and you see any of these guys in there, know that these people were under our supervision before we released them, and maybe they have the virus again, so that we know. We don't even have a data. We don't have any idea who has the virus and who doesn't. In America, if you go to UK, if you go to Germany, when people, Boris Johnson and they came out, Prince Charles, and they all came out to say, I have the virus. It's not like when you say it, you're going to die tomorrow. Till date, we don't know who were infected. We don't know. And the government is so secretive. This government is hiding too many things. The question is, after the lockdown, what next? What are the plans for those people who cannot even get food to eat now? Now it's almost, what time? It's 4 here. It's basically going to be, I think it's around 8 p.m. in Ghana. There are some people who don't even know. They don't know what they will eat tonight. There are some people, they don't have a place to sleep. Now you have a lockdown and you've sent soldiers out there as vampires and they are beating these same people. You didn't create anything for the people and say that, okay, there's going to be a lockdown. Now, we are going to turn Duncan Williams Church into a holding place. If you don't have a place to stay, you are going to go put mattresses there, make sure that it is put in the... Come to Duncan Williams' house. Mensa Otago has a very big church. We are not doing anything there. We are going to turn that one into another isolation or like a shelter for people living on the streets. They are men of God. They will understand. Mensa Otabo's church, Duncan Williams' church, or Bofo, he has a very big church. These are the things you have to tell us. You tell us, those who don't have a place to stay, go to the nearest MC's office, the nearest police station before this day, and then we are going to make sure we get you a place. So at 6 p.m., we don't want to see anybody on the street. That is what a government does. In a country where there are so many poor people, there are so many homeless people, there are so many people who you call vulnerables, living on the streets, you come and you say lockdown. We like the lockdown, but the issue is, What was the preparation? What went into it? How much thinking went into this decision? That is why we saw girls, kids, toddlers being packed in trucks and being transported to the north, because that is the only place people can go and meet their family and have a place to stay. Now the question is, these people who are being packed into trucks in Kumasi, in Accra, going up north, and I know that I've seen in the news they've stopped a few of them, some too they managed to go through. What hurts is one or two of them might have a nose mask, and then they will get into this truck and they will take them to north. Wale Wale, Yendi, all these places. Their family meets them and they hug them and all that. These people themselves might not even know they are carrying the virus. Now, we know the poverty level. And with all due respect to people in the north, we know the poverty level. Somebody goes there with one mask. He came from Accra. He's been in Accra. He's a bugger. He's down. He came with his daughter. Now, he uses this mask for 3 days. He puts it on the table. His cousin also picks it up. She's going to go buy maybe Gary and granules from some shop. She thinks it's cool. She also uses the mask. Then they drop it. The funny thing is, this person brings the mask home, and then everybody in the house would like to try it. Without you, so let's face the fact, it happens. And this person takes it, they use it 3 minutes. Oh, it's cool. Oh, this mask is nice. This person. So imagine. One person slips through. In South Korea or something or whatever, they said only one person slipped through. So all these people, because we didn't think through this lockdown, which was necessary because it's a reactive government, because this president is always thinking about the next election. Am I going to hurt somebody? Are my actions going to make me lose votes here? So he just takes decisions without thinking through. And my problem is, what is that cabinet there for? Or the president doesn't listen to the cabinet, and then these people all go up there. Because you give people enough days. You gave people enough days. 4 days time, you are going to lock down Accra. And then you don't explain it well in the language that they will understand. That it is not a total lockdown whereby you cannot do the small things. You will do this. Listen, it is a lockdown. We are protecting you. The issue is stay where you are staying. Go to your nearest. We will bring you food. You see, this is what governments do. But you just send this ex-radio presenter to come and stand on radio and TV and say there's going to be a lockdown, so everybody make sure you're not on the street. Panic. Then they start to run. They start to run. There are churches there. You see, if you can't accommodate all these people, go to the Ashanti region. Opambo has a church. Is it Opambo? Opambo has a church. It's big. Call him. If he's a man of God, we want to use your church premise as a shelter for now, because we are in a crisis. This is a government directive. We have to use it because it has a lot of space there. Use it. Come to Accra. Call Duncan Williams, your church, 5,000-seater complex or whatever. We want to use it as a shelter for the people, the homeless people. Call Mensa Otabo. Call the rest of the guys. Tell them we are going to turn your churches because this is the time we need to help the people. Go to Accra Sports Stadium. Don't use it. Go to there are hospitals which we can even use as shelters. Tip compound. There are schools, senior high schools that are sitting in places. You can tell people, you know what, if you don't have a place to stay, come here, we'll give you a mattress, we'll put your name down, this is where you live, we are going to feed you, and we are going to make sure that we save each other. That is what governments do. People who are in power, they think, they are proactive. They think ahead of the people. That's why, because we can't all be president, or we can't all be minister of information or minister of defense, we make some people ministers because we think they are smart to think for us. You see, so when a government only thinks that money can solve this problem, then we are in a bigger problem. You can bring all the billions of dollars to Ghana. If we don't do the right thing, the money will go waste. And trust me, a president comes out and says that we are in a crisis, and that what is going to happen right now is I'm going to set up a fund, whatever's fund, and that my cousin who used to be there, who is on retirement, who used to be the chief justice, is the person going to take care of that money. You are too greedy. Mr. President, you are too greedy. Why? At least pick somebody from the Council of State or something and say, you go and just at least you don't want any money to slip this your family. You bring your cousin or your whatever who used to be she just retired as a chief justice. We all had problems even with her being the chief justice. Now you bring her back to say, oh, there's going to be money, so you will come and take care of it. Everything this government president thinks about is money and power. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Till date, we have 161 people who have tested positive in Ghana. Nobody knows any of these people. Imagine. Where is Yawa Safumafo? Is he part of the 161? Where is Shele Oyokobotwe? Is she part of the 161? Where is Gabi Ochidako? Bedietu, are they all part of the 161? Because we are trying to find where they are. And that great Gridco site clinic that you are keeping them there, go and bring them from there. Gridco, that hospital that belongs to Gridco, you are keeping Yawa Safumafo, Shele Oyokobotwe, and go and bring them from there, because these people, they are not better than those people at Ridge Hospital. This is where we are. This is where we are. Now you can't speak. The moment you start to question people, they will just tag you opposition. I'm not here to push anybody's agenda. I am here to fight for Ghanaians. That's the problem. What next, Mr. President? What next? Government officials, what's next? What's next is everybody donating their 3 months salary they have not even worked for to Ghanaians. When you ask them, what's the next plan? Okay, there's a lockdown. What's the next plan? No plan. Oh, let's see. Right now, people are using nose masks. People are at home. People at home, they don't have water. People at home, they don't have electricity. People at home, they don't get access to food. People are at home, when they step out to go get food, they are being beaten by the police, the army. So where are we now? What is the next thing? What's next? Because we are all there, locked down. So what is next now? What next, Mr. President? What next? There's a lockdown. We appreciate it. What's the next plan? No plan. You just did it because you thought that there was too much pressure coming on you, and then you are thinking about the next election. You are not thinking about the next plan. What is the next plan? Because people are still frustrated. People are scared. You see, you say you are going to, somebody just wrote, Kevin, the 1 billion Ghana cedis that the president is allocating to household and businesses, how would they share it to Ghanaians? How are you going to share it? So when the finance minister says that they are considering sharing money to households, do you think money can solve this problem? Fine, we need money. But you need practical solutions. And you see, you need to be practical about this. Do you think China doesn't have money? Do you think China didn't have money to fight this? But they realized that the money wasn't helping them. All that they needed to do was commit to something, become disciplined. They needed to take action. So what did they do? They started separating, having serious conversations about lockdowns. And that the plan was they go out there, they spray the place, they feed the people who cannot afford. They made sure that all those people who were locked behind their doors we're getting the necessary things. But you come back and tell us lockdown, people can't just even step outside, because Kojo Ponkroma came out to tell Ghanaians that you, the president, you said it, that people can go out and buy their wache, their cocoa, and come back home. You don't have to stay out there. Now people step out to go buy their wache and their cocoa, and these soldiers are beating them because you don't have any plan. If you are set, you see, that's why Kojo Ponkroma, when he said that this government was caught on the blind side, I see it as one of the lowest and most irresponsible statement any information minister can make to Ghanaians at this time. I don't want to go into the issue when the president was traveling. We stopped him. He didn't stop because he is a flying agent. You were caught on the blind side. These people don't know what they are doing. You know that there are hundreds and hundreds, in fact, there are thousands of people living on the streets in Ghana. And the probability of these people, about 70% of them in getting infected, is high because they are the people who are always on the hitting. They are the people who are always facing this virus because they are moving in groups. They are rubbing each other on the shoulders in the market. You saw the videos at Makola Market, Abubloshi Market. These are the people who need that help. So why don't you put measures in place before you tell the East Legon people and the Trasako people that there's going to be a lockdown? When you say a lockdown, your people living in Osu Castle area, Trasako and East Legon, they go out there, they send their house girls to go out there and stock their fridges. The lady, the kaya that you say you have built a 2,000 capacity hostel for, they don't have that money. When it rains, they fold their mattress and they stand by people's stores for the rain to finish before they lay down with their kids. This how serious it is. Go behind City FM, back there where the Caliber boys are. Go and see what poverty is. People are languishing in poverty. Then you just come out and say lockdown because you have heard lockdown. We all supported a lockdown, but as a government, we were expecting you to be smarter than. You see, today anybody can. We just give anybody position. You see, now they are massaging the numbers. They are making people think that everything is under control. Nothing is under control. Nothing. The Guinea story they gave you, 10 people from Guinea, the Guineans they have arrested, it's a lie. From today, we want the government to publish names of the people who have been infected because we have family. We need to know where they are. In fact, the 30 people they have released into the system, they need to let us know these people. Nobody has said that we are going to attack anybody or they are never. We just want to know so that we will know how to handle them and also protect ourselves. And when it comes to countries over 400 million people, 600 million, they are publishing people on TV and all that. Why? What is you see, this government is the government putting fear in the hearts of the people. They're making people think that when people get this virus, that is the end. They are going to die. It is not like that. When you contracted this virus, the Norwegian embassy, they came when the guy brought this virus into Ghana with Akufo-Addo and his entourage. When they brought this virus from Norway to Ghana, the Norwegian embassy came out and said that one of our diplomats has been infected and that we are closing down. They put a picture there and they told Ghanaians, this person, that is how it works, because you don't make people think that when somebody gets the virus, that's the end of the person. So what kind of fear are you putting in people? If we had started putting people's pictures out from the day this thing started, do you know how calm it would have been? Because then we know where we are heading. Today we don't know who has and who doesn't. That's why I'm asking, where is Shelley Oyokobotri? Where is Jao Osafo? Where is Bedietu? Where is Gabi himself? That skeleton, where is he? We are not thinking again. Everything is politics. And I don't blame them. I don't blame this government. I blame the minority in parliament. And I have some series I'm putting together. The minority leader should be careful. Haruna Idrisu, he should be very, very careful. If he thinks he can be used by the president, he's on speed dial. If he thinks he can be used by the president, he should understand that he also has presidential ambition and will be here and be waiting for him. I'm talking to the minority leader, Haruna Idrisu. And I'll come to that episode. You guys relax. We are not going to give anybody that chance again. Oh. So never. It's a message to the minority leader, Haruna Idrisu. If you are ready, fight for Ghana. We know you don't have the numbers on your side, but you can still fight. Don't be a puppet to this president and this government. Every day you come sit there, you act like you are serious about something. You are not. You are not Haruna Idrisu. And you are playing into the hands of them. So it's making this government more powerful, more corrupt, because they know they have the minority leader in their hands. I don't care about the insult. I've passed that stage. That is stage of you are mad, you are a stupid man. You can have passed that stage. Matra. And then they say, Matra that stage no of you insulting me, it is going to hurt me. You lie. I can block you. That's that there. You see, I can block you any day. I can stop you from watching me. I can stop you and your family from watching me by clicking on just click. So me, I don't care about the insults coming in. No. I'm trying to save you. That is the thing. So I'm telling you, minority leader, you can't be in parliament and behind the scenes you are trying to make sure you do everything possible to keep this government in power. Don't do that. I don't want to say a lot, but I'm talking to you, Haruna Idris. I respect you a lot. We know what happened when Pelpo Dems were in charge of minority in parliament. We know what happened. We know what Alban Bagbin Dems did. When Mahama Dems were the leaders of the house, we know they didn't have the numbers, but they made us know that they were fighting. You today, this minority is just there and saying yeah. Saying yeah because the leader of the minority is actually a best friend to the president. Before this government brings anything to parliament, before this government brings anything to parliament to be passed, my minority leader has first-hand information from the Jubilee House. That is a problem we have today. The minority is playing in the hands of the party in power. That's why this government is so corrupt, because they know they have a backbone in parliament. They know. If a president just comes out and says that I'm going to lock down the nation, it is good. What are you guys doing? You don't follow up. You don't ask questions. You act like you care. You don't care. I know you people don't care because you people have your own ambitions. I don't care about who wants to be president. That's not my problem. I don't care about that. What I care about is the moment you are paying you to be in parliament, you need to fight for the people. That is what I care about. What is happening in parliament today? During this crisis, this pandemic, you people are pushing things through. How this company, Huawei or whatever, I don't even use that phone. What was the name? Huawei has pushed something through parliament, and it was orchestrated by the minority. Huawei has passed something in parliament. Ask Oslo Usu, Ras Mubarak. You people, I'm coming out with. This is the time has come. Yes, the time has come. Huawei has pushed that lunch money they were sharing, everybody was taking, minority and majority. That Huawei money they were sharing after that passing. I will expose everybody. I will expose everybody. 10,000 cities, that money they were sharing. Was it for the lunch or is for the sitting? Yes, thank you. Was it for the lunch or is for the sitting or for the Huawei? You people know that Huawei or whatever company, that telecommunication company, there's a problem with that bill. It's passing. We will not entertain this again. We are done. Minority, I'm talking to you people. You didn't ask any question. There's a lockdown. Did you people push this government to tell us that the plans they have for the vulnerable people? Did you people push? And what hurts it? The minority leader, you are from where it is going to hit most, the northern region. You did not tell the government. You did not call the president to say, Mr. President, you know what? You are putting together a lockdown, but I want to know what plans, what next? What plans do you have for these people? Because most of my people, because there's no job in the northern region, because there's so much poverty, they are down here. Now, when you put a lockdown, where are they going to sleep? What are they going to eat? That is what we need from a minority leader. At least bring it out and let us know that you tried. The numbers are going to go against you, but let us know that you care about the people. You people go back there and say, these same people should vote for you. We are not going to joke again. I'm telling you people. My channel now I'm turning to these people because I've realized that this government is becoming more and more corrupt because the minority, the NDC, is helping them to become corrupt. So instead of attacking these people and trying to get them to do the right thing, I'll have to attack you, the NDC, for you people to know that it is from your fault. That's why we are going through this today. Can Japan should come out and say he didn't take some of that money. We are not going to allow that again. If you people are all going to leave parliament and leave this country to us, we will manage it. We will. Because we've realized that our interest is not your interest. The minority especially, our interest is not your interest. Because until the minority is checking this corrupt government, we will not go anywhere. Everything that has passed in, you people are not checking, right? Go back, start from the date, the first day they mentioned this COVID-19 issue. Check the number of things they've passed in parliament. And ask the minority leader. What hurt me was the last 3 days ago or something, they were passing a bill. Where's my document? I didn't bring that. Something. The minority, yes, when the finance minister went to parliament to speak on the 100 million and they have accessed the 135 million, they are making it. The minority leader stood up and he made fun of it. Like his argument was so weak. What do you know? What is your problem, minority leader? What's the problem? Are you here doing a bidding for the president? I respect you a lot, but if you don't do your job, I will not give you that space. You need to do your job. That's why you are there as the minority leader, to check a corrupt government. This government is the most corrupt government in our history. And if you, the minority, you are going to play in your hands, then where are we going? Where are we going? You people, your communication, you see, I'm going to come there. I'm going to go to the Sami Jemfi's office. I'm going to go to his communicators. I'm going to tell Ghanaians something. Arrogance. You don't know anything. You people want to act like you know everything. We will go there. And you see, you people are creating a God in your communication, and you people think you are creating a God. You have to understand that spirits come together to form a God. I'm telling you, NDC. The gods you have created, that small gods you have created, thinking that they will give you power. Those tiny gods from nowhere, they came and they think their decisions is the best. They move everything, should be about them. Pictures, it should be about them. Press conference should be about them. That God you are creating, you have to understand that God, little gods come together to form a supreme being. You use your positions to go and dupe people out. You see, Ghanaians, the time is now. I told you people, let's relax. This country belongs to us, does not belong to the minority or the majority. I'm telling you people. So, Mr. President, this government, we are asking, what next? I have 7 minutes to start picking phone calls. What next? What is the next plan? Ghanaians, ask them, what is the next plan? Is the next plan again going to be an extension of the lockdown? What is the next plan? People are home. People are struggling. They have to pay light bill. They have to pay water bills at the end of the month. How are you sustaining? How are you going to help them? Those who don't have places to stay, those who are sleeping on the street, how are you going to keep on beating them for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? That is the question. What are you doing to help them? What is the plan? There is no plan. The only plan is lockdown. Then they are sitting in Accra. Then they are beating people. If producer is listening to me, you can play that video again. Anytime I listen to the woman, it hurts me. That woman could be my mom. You can get it, right? Yeah. That woman could be my mom. And you feel the pain in her voice. You feel the pain in her voice. Because some young man, some riffraff who was picked into the army because of politics, he's just going around whipping people. He heard that soldier in the car talking nonsense like a madman. You come here, people go into the army with a skill. People go into the army, they are trained. People go into the army, they believe that the people, they serve the people. You see soldiers here, they respect you. They are soldiers. Any riffraff gets a soldier uniform in Ghana, he thinks he's on top of the world, and he starts misbehaving and fooling around. And I respect the people in the army so much, but the bad nuts here, it's because of politics. If it's not because of politics, you wouldn't bring these people and put them in the army. If it's not because of politics, we will not have people like this sitting in car. Then we don't speak up. Because of politics. That's why people like this get into the most disciplined. This is the army. Ghanaians, this is the army. It's not a boy scout. This is the army. This is where all the discipline happens. This is the army. And if you come outside and you are beating the people to kill them, and you go back and the people don't pay taxes and they don't pay you, you say you do a coup. Who does coup again? Too much brothel. Too Ghanaians, when you call the radio stations, when you call the TVs and you go, ask them, Mr. Minister, Mr. MC, Mr. whatever, communicator, what is the next step? You see how the lockdown has happened. What is the next step? What are you doing to help the so-called vulnerables? What is the plan for them? The rainy season is going to start very soon. What is the plan for them? Are we going to extend the lockdown every day? What are we going to do? Our light bills, our water bill. Is the government going to help out? Any stimulus for us? Now the 1 trillion or whatever they said they are going to share, Mr. Minister, Mr. MP, how are they going to share it? How are they going to detect this person is a vulnerable person or not? How are we going to even check the money? Who is going to be, which independent body is going to make sure that these people don't share the money amongst themselves? These are the questions we need to ask, because if we miss this, and the virus gets out of hand, and we go back to IMF, my brother, my sister, trust me, you're not going to get a dime. And it means that by June, July, August 15th, July 29th. Enough of the insult. You didn't matter, still you don't want to think. We have used every word to get you people to be in line. You don't want to do it. What again do we do to you? We need to get you people all out of parliament, all out of government. My fellow Ghanaians, listening to me, Massa, when it happens that elections, Massa, do not do NDC people. Look at the person, look at his job, on your permanent free government, vote against them. Could be MPP and NDC, vote against them, take them out and bring new people in. These people can help you. This president does not have any focus. Gabriel Chedako is the president today. No focus, nothing. The president, if you talk to real Ghanaians, they are disappointed in Akufo-Addo because Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians. You see, we held this guy in high esteem because the things he used to say. No family and friends. Go after corrupt officials. Me, and the today, what are we seeing? We are in crisis and we don't even have $100 million. Ghana, as Ghana. But you know the funny thing? There are MPs and government appointees who have $100 million hidden somewhere in another country. I'm telling you. The next thing, somebody just said, the next thing that you see the finance minister come out, then they will organize something with multimedia, Joy News, and they'll go and interview them. Then he will throw something out there. He'll just come and tell them, oh, we have done it. It's normal. We know how they do it. They'll call the Joy News people. Oh, come and interview me about A, but in the process, I'll throw a statement out there and test, and if nobody reacts, then we take the money. I know this simple, because the girls, the girls at Kejetia, the girls at Makola Abobloshi, they don't even have an ID. These people, they don't have a card. They don't have a house address. They don't even know where to go and access this money. These people will chop the money. And so when people are calling that we should start asking questions about this money and how we are going to make sure the right people get it, they are not fooling. They know what they are talking about. I say when they come to you again and they want vote, tell them they didn't do their job. Kick them out. Modi amumiantna ya tribalism na ho ena wedo ya santini, wedo ya nwreni, wedo ya infantini, wedo ya snemnisa ye nyina yebewu. It is about time we started taking decisions. Some decisions hurt. I mean, can't you in life? Some decisions they really hurt, but sometimes it's good. Obanyansafo ye bunibe yan kana say me say some decisions sometimes to make those decisions they really hurt, but you have to make it for a purpose. Future until now making such decisions. No, you might not like fufu today, but you need to eat it today, because if you don't eat it, you will not survive the night. Some decisions are difficult to make. Some decisions are difficult to accept as a human being, but sometimes they are good to make those decisions because it will help you survive the next day. And now, I'm catching my own MPP that the MPP we know is gone. It is about time we brought the MPP back home, recalibrate the MPP, and make the MPP the Dubois and the Kofo MPP. I know that they take decisions to benefit the people, not this kind of MPP that is only thinking about the next election and helping its family. My fellow Ghanaians, I bring this my editorial to an end. In the next, after this short break, I'm going to take phone calls. The number to call is +1 202 751 8769. The number is +1 202 751 8769. Producer, you can give me 2 minutes break. When I come back, I'm going to take phone calls.
The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Kumo butabusiga wejemu batanalwala ulago moyo gwe gwanga labira ku itale abasinga bafudde okuwewala kisinga ko bujajaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert.
Welcome to the show. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect, extended version coming from our studios in the DMV metros. This is the show you have to listen to. There, we don't mince words. Here, we tell you the truth. Here, we separate noise from fact. But for again, this is the time you can join me on the show and also make your submission. Actually, I'm going to read a few messages, then open the phone lines. This is coming from, let's see, on Facebook. What do we have? This is coming a lot of messages. Christina Enin says, yes, soldiers and police in Europe respect civilians so much. Thank you very much, Christina. Freddie Kenny says, the army will be called to the Human Rights Court. Heads will roll, and finally, repatriation will be paid. Abdul Rahman Mawuya says the truth of the matter is that all the parliamentarians and the executives from both NPP and NDC has all been compromised. They are doing the politics to help to cover evil today, and I will also help you to cover your ass. Oh, they help each other to cover their asses. Okay, that's right. Safia Yakub says, and the media don't speak truth to power. You're very right, Safia. Abu Lawe says the next step is finance minister will come and tell us how much they spend on the lockdown. Jimmy leaders. Abdul Muni is watching. Nuruddin Muhammad says, I'm fully behind you. God bless you. God bless you too, my friend. Joseph Na says, but anyway, the minority is doing well. Just these people are crooks. All right, so that's your opinion. Habala Kinsman Mosiyala says, Bossy Kevin, some people are fooling here. Them suppose chop block long time. The block they go happen, make it not happen. The block there, the block they go happen easy. Osage man, John Mahama issuing thousands to campaign. All right, I saw him just donate something to Ridge Hospital. I saw Kennedy Japan also do some donations, and then what's this guy's Peace FM owner Kwame Despite, Magdan, a few people, they've been doing their part. That's very good of them. Ashau Mumuni says they have more than $100 million. So Kevin, say it. Okay, there's more than $100 million. So $100 million plus $35 million plus the heritage money, lot of money out there. The soldiers and the police in Ghana should not use the lockdown to test their strength on poor citizens. That's very right. Somebody's replying to Osa saying that do you pay taxes to Mahama? That's a fair question because now people, when you start speaking, asking questions, then people bring in the past government and this. I'm not here to hold brief for anybody in the past government, but the issue is who do you pay your taxes to? Who are you supposed to direct your questions to? Today, when you are struggling today, is Mahama going to help you? Mahama is not in power. NDC is not in power. That's why I'm putting the heat on the minority in parliament to make sure that they make this government do the right thing. They push them to do the right thing. They can't be sitting in parliament and saying yeah to everything. Fine, sometimes they do their best, but I want the leadership to understand that we know what is happening. Brian Champon has taken a poor widow's. Yes, I saw that video. It's disheartening. I'll take my time and go into it. My guys are on the ground. They're looking into it. Brian Champon is a problem. That guy, I told you, he's a crook. That guy is a criminal. He's been given this position all because of the elections. He said on radio that what happened at Ayawaso is nothing. Fellow Ghanaians, Brian Champon, as some all can ask him. He says he was trained in the army in the US. Me, from my checks, or what army no Runchenzim. This guy does not know shit, nothing. Now he comes to Ghana, no Runchenzim or US army. I know, ask him what he used to do in the US army. And the day he's not washing dishes, he plays Malakas. Muni Malakas, Akasa, Ombo, Soja Banda, or Duawoswaka, other than Woswakasa. He has no idea about. The only thing he knows is brutality, making sure he's using the power to overshadow the civilians. Brian Champo, let him come out and tell Ghanaians that he was in the army and this is what he was doing in the army. Prince Henry Kobana also says if it's only in Ghana that government will issue 3 billion euro bond and 2 months later then go act like there is nothing. That's the thing. Kenneth Furiata cannot do the job. So I'm going to open the phone lines now. My first caller is on the line. Hello caller. How are you and where are you calling from?
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Because a friend Boogie make us free Italy.
Good.
That's boss. Yeah, I'm saying. And then comment be me no one ya dream. Me no and ya dream. Because say one more ya quarantine omuni nyina na yemfa omudi mra abonten.
Yeah.
Say apomuden ho ayi. The hospital obi da hospital no person ho report eba out wa. Obetumi am eba out.
Okay.
Nemo no enye say it say publish obi din.
Okay.
Say aban paying for be say president and vice no area. Okay, and a different but one more candidate and yes say obi who
and the necessary na way ordinary me pacho when ordinary sickness. There is a sickness whereby in case say obi ba out cry right now there are reports say omo test negative no cry omo ba out some again come and test positive, and anameka say even invitiation no anka abama Ghana 40 say yare we ehu but I was saying who say ye boy ho a ye betumi abre yare na say enti initially the two nipa trim ni say et say the ace etonko fortune we dey wenya ace obe watch so now say ban cheche mu kire na eti say oh so we nya yare be kra yare etumi treaty inti see the nipa no picture crab to a enkyerese nipa no but ebeboa because your data system ne nye I say no any Italy ni baby no ya fa odi kra to a obi betumi akọ the access ehun privately but how
Italy kra mo manya bi no omutumi ba radio so ebe kasa encourage nkrofo say ade no kra no enye nipa nyina na etumi ko na wo de hwe Ghana say na standard obi kura me hu trotro video bi trotro China for betra trotro Ghana for atimu nyina asiye because for some ye China for nti mu kaya de
yeah Metiasia aban nipa bi ade also to me the health issues better abontene civilian dia Mrani was say but that was say a boy need educating man who say
and say president in for free Europe buy and so mo quarantine mo ho ka be encouraging for be break kura mo
quarantine ampa
need them know ya okay secondly
okay
they do hope you lockdown na ya no very
good no blinky panty yen fast kakra
okay nipa be brain tia say because na me frame me nuanu we kura omo no lockdown nka omo mo ya dey also yenya hwe mo nkwa fum dey bi aden lockdown is yes we feel obi o tie kura won ya hwe no it is yan hwe ne ma ya after the lockdown no kura no o kom kura be say be di akiri Come back here because if you don't bring money away, just will be at if you share lockdown, so you're local down or baby.
You're local down.
As also was what if you without any reason. And a secondary. The second show to say that 2 weeks now, man, and 2 weeks, and you're possible because I'm bracing for 1 month, at least 1 month.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
And you're possible say 2 weeks, Okay, bye.
Sure. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, bro. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was not from Italy. Yeah, well done with the good job you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
You have been on this topic for some time now, and we have been talking about all these issues. But our leaders are visionless. They just want to do what people are doing without any planning. Go ahead doing what.
Yeah.
They will also do to say they are doing something.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. They don't have any vision. And the caller who calls now says what you are saying, calling people's name. No, it's very good to know the people so that nobody will know that, okay, this person have it. I have not to go nearer to that person so that I will also have it. Or this person have it. During these days, they mingle with these people. So those people, you have not to near them. So it's nice to know who is sick and who is not sick. This is very good to know.
Thank you very much.
Because the disease transmits from people to people. So if this one have it, anyone who nears him, this is what they are doing here in Europe, America, and so forth. Secondly, the military that they put on the street. Look at New York. How many police have get the disease through their patrols?
Yeah.
Our people, even they don't have anything. So why do they put them there? They will take it and send to their families back home again. This what I've already said. Our leaders, the vision is not there.
The vision is not there. Thank you very much.
They just want to have name that I was once a president, I was once a minister, but they are all crooks, thieves. That's all.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Austria.
Go ahead, sir.
My name is Sadiq, Austria.
All right.
Okay. As about when I'm pressing Busan say, your mom penny lockdown now, because lockdown, one day lockdown at Yana. Because also lockdown now, I'm lock it down. So now, no, those who are not getting where to sleep, no, no, so, and then now the people who share a friend say, I'm share peace FM. I am say, come see for kind. Oh, Busan minister questions. As a questions now, Busan. What you say, minister no question now, or man who trying to pay, but instead of the catcher and said the all can and no more dear politics. And so me who say Ghana no party. In fact, the youth no man is up. Charlie.
Ever had you know?
Ever had you?
All right, but that's a part. I'm sure about
it. The president, the 50 no any vision. Serious. To me, so I think the crime here. No,
that's a part. I'm sure. Hello, caller. Where you calling from and your name? Hello? Okay, take the next call. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Kevin, I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Kevin. It is really disappointing. These minority leaders in parliament. Some of them are doing well, but Kevin, do you know why they are so weak? Especially the minority leader.
Tell us.
Do you remember this double salary issue?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Very well.
And that is what is playing the game. That is what is playing. Minority leader want to be tough and hard. They will use that to weak him. So that's why I watch him when they are doing something that is asking questions. It's as if he's playing. You will see that he's laughing all over.
The seriousness is not there.
It's not there. And the time that double salary issue came up, I was thinking that he will be changed and somebody else will be put there. Because as a leader, if you have such a thing around your neck, how will you be able to act?
You cannot. So I think that is what is the main problem. Kevin, the second issue is this military people that they put out there to they put them out there to be the citizens.
You don't understand.
I can't get it.
Listen, sir. I don't want us to sometimes, like with their actions now, right? Actions now in public and beating people. I think the president gave a directive, said there's going to be a partial lockdown. With that one, I think we should direct it to the senior officers who deployed these guys into the system. I don't think the president will say that go and beat people. But also, it's leadership, because at the end of the day, when they are doing that, he is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He's going to take a little bit of the blame. But I also want the senior officers to be blamed, because they have been seeing this on social media and they know. What did they tell these people Omoko outside, and what did they tell them that they are going to do?
Yeah, so Kevin, the issue is, the reason why I'm mentioning the president's name is what communication, what is the communication between the presidency and then the military?
That's a good question.
To the people who they are sending out there.
That's a good question.
If there's no thing for the people, that is what exactly they go and do. There's nothing. Like the lockdown, Kevin, the lockdown, the way it happened, for me, in my view, should not happen. It shouldn't happen the way it has happened, because if you look at the way Ghana is, how many people are on the government payroll? How many? Or public? How many of them? People struggle in life. If he doesn't go out a day, he cannot survive. So all those things have to be considered first. But they just give a notice of, let's say, 2 or 3 days. Then they say the country is locked down. You want people to die in their home?
All right, sir. Like, thank you very much. Let's try and get some people to also submit. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate your call. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Where you calling from and your name? Hello, caller. Hello. Yeah. Where you calling from, sir? Your name?
Calling from USA, Alessandra.
Go ahead, Kevin. Sir.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm good, sir.
Yeah, Kevin, what is really going on in Ghana? Our president and all the ministers and all these so-called Christian council, none of them have the brain. They're just like coconut. They don't have nothing in their brain. Because the way they are behaving, how do you put soldiers on the street beating people? And you expect the people to be, you ask people can go to a buy wache and all those on the street. Are they going to be in their room and stretch off their hand to buy the wache? When they go out to buy the wache, you send soldiers to be beating them. What kind of government do we have in power? These people are just thinking about the next election and all that corruption that they are, making our people suffer over there. These people need to be voted out from power.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your call. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from and your name?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Kevin. This is Kwame from Australia.
Go ahead, sir.
See, sometimes sometimes some of us who live abroad, we should be very, very careful with the kind of language we use towards our leaders in Ghana. See, the lockdown that is happening all over Western Europe, including Australia, is the same lockdown that is happening in Ghana. In Australia, just like in America, we have rough sleepers, we have homeless people. So with those people, what happened to them?
Are the soldiers in Australia on the street beating people?
So let me tell you something.
No. Are the soldiers on the street in America and Australia beating people against their will?
Let me answer you. In Australia, when 2 or more people are found in a particular place without any reason, you are being issued $1,000 spot fine.
Are they beaten?
In Ghana, no, they are not beating people. But
so
yesterday, I watched.
No. Did you listen to the argument? We have the argument is, no matter what the person has done, you cannot beat the person, and there are videos and we've seen it. So what are you defending here? Nobody is saying that the people breaking the law is right. No matter what you do, There are people there who break the law, but it does not mean you have to go after people like animals and beat them because it's a lockdown. My friend, please, I know you live in Australia. I also live in America, and we all see the same thing.
Those people,
I also live in America, so you can't come tell me that what is happening in Australia is better than what's. I've seen people in America giving tickets. People in Ghana, we don't give tickets, but it does not mean we have to beat them. No. My friend, don't say people are using words against the president. You can go ahead.
Okay, can I make my submission now?
Make your submission.
Okay, so see, people in Ghana, they're already behaving like animals. I watched somebody who said he was just going outside. He liked the place because he wanted to go and see whatever was happening in town was true.
But it does not also mean that everybody walking outside went to do the same thing the guy went to do. No. I need to correct you. No, don't. I also want to make you understand something. Not everybody outside was just going to come. Was going out to see if the police are out. Some people went outside for a legitimate reason. That's why you don't beat anybody. You treat all of them the same. Have a wonderful night, sir.
Kevin, I'm not defending anybody who is beating somebody. But what I'm saying is the lockdown procedures that have been implemented in Australia, in USA, in UK is the same procedures that have been implemented in Ghana.
I'm sorry, it's not true. I'm sorry, it's not true. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Go and check it again. Go and check it again. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from and your name? Hello, caller. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Bernard from Austria. Hello, Kelvin.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Kelvin, I just want to react to this guy who called from Australia. I'm even surprised about how he speaks, knowing that he's living in one of the finest democratic countries, coming out to even talking about people insulting president.
People. Yeah.
In Australia, when the fire breaks out, didn't you see how people insult their president?
Did you see that video?
Did they beat somebody? Did they beat somebody? President is like we are the same. If we choose one of us to lead us, you have to do your work well. If you doesn't do your duties well, we have right to criticize you.
That's it.
You get what I mean? So he shouldn't be calling, thinking he's one of them. We shouldn't criticize them, or when they are wrong, we shouldn't insult. It's part of democracy, my friend.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your submission.
And you know our country. Our country is not like this European country. People don't have food in their house. They demand on food vendors. Every morning they have to come out to buy cocoa and wache and fufu, chop bars. So if you are putting ban on a country like Ghana, you have to put measures how people will come out and get food to eat too. Because it's not like Europe. I'm living in Europe. See, even in Austria, they have banned us not to go out, but they allow us to go for
grocery shopping. Yeah. That's the thing.
To go to supermarket for food.
And just
police will even ask you and go back home. They only advise you not to keep 1 meter distance. My friend, don't call on this platform and argue what you don't know.
Any braba, boss. Any braba. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, sir. Any braba, caller, how are you? Where are you calling from? Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah,
Hi.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm in Sean Ejuma. Yeah, Mpacho, I found Oma critic COVID-19 it's better for them to donate to various hospitals and then various health centers than to donate to that fund. Because as you can be a man for go.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anna Mpacho Ghana a ministers, next me say first topic, so discuss. Ghana here more than 30 ministers for the country.
No.
Yeah, we don't need more than 30.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful night. Hello, caller. I'm going to take your next 5 minutes. I'm going to end the show. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Okay. My name is Abdurrahman. I'm calling from Madrid, Spain.
Oh, how are you guys doing in Spain?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's not easy at all.
Easy,
but, you know, yeah, but you know that Europe is Europe.
Yeah.
You
see your statement.
The one
Europe
who
is
gets
Europe.
called from us.
Go ahead.
You, yeah. The man who gets called and say that he called from Australia. I'm telling you, Kevin, Spain here is very, very serious than Australia. But Spain, the lockdown is also going on in Spain here, and the people who die here is 20 or 1,000 times than the one that die in Australia.
Yeah,
you understand. But in Spain here, they don't allow what they call it a military to attack people or police to attack people.
Yeah.
In Madrid, you can go out to go and buy something in supermarket or drugstore. And even work said they can allow you go if you have what they call it justification, a document that. So yes, they allow you. You understand? But they say that people shouldn't go out and just walking around that you have nothing to do. I guess yes, but the ones who have important things to do, you have to go. This woman who was crying, and if no one sell food, how can people get the food to eat? Huh? How can people get the food to eat? The one who they attacked at the street, he was saying that he went to buy food and come and cook or something like that, and the military were beating her. You see, we should just tell the truth that this government is just a useless government. That's it. They don't know how to rule what they call it, a nation. They just talk.
Thank you very much,
for
sir.
nothing.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
You're welcome.
Hello, caller. I might take 2 more calls and I'll bring the show to an end. Hello, caller. Your name? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening from here.
I'm calling from. Okay, I'm calling from China. It's Omar.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Kevin, I want to ask a question, then I make a submission.
Go ahead.
Mr. Kevin, I think we have 130 to 136 those who are quarantined in Ghana. And then they've been there for 1 week or almost 1 week for now. And Noguchi have made a statement that they have the capacity of testing 800 to 1,000 cases a day.
Okay.
So I want to know how many cases have been tested from those who have been quarantined for now. Out of those who are, those quarantined, that's 1,130 to 136, because we don't know. And if Noguchi have the capacity of 800 cases a day, then it means that within 2-3 days, these people from the quarantine center, we should be able to get information from them that all of them have been tested, and this is a number positive, this is a number negative, because we don't know.
Yeah.
So that tells us that out of the total population of Ghana, if we have 30 million, it means that 0.01% has been tested so far, with the cases that we have 162, right?
Yeah.
It means that we did not even test up 1% of the total population of Ghana. 0.01%. That is a fact. And now, secondly, Mr. Kelvin, with regards to what you were saying about these northerners, these Kaya, those who were caught in the truck going to northern region, is very sad. There is a statement that when the kitchen is hot for you, you get out. You see, I know you've been to Kumasi, you're from Kumasi. If you go area around Waek, Fanti New Town, Dogombalai, Astafo, Abu Abu, if you go to the Gero, those railway lines, if you see the kind of life these Kaya people are living
it's
over
crazy.
there, you could see
I've been there, man.
a kiosk.
Yeah.
It's kiosk, a container with no ventilation. You can get 50 to 60 Kaya in one single container. So because of the no ventilation, they normally come out to get fresh air. These 60 people, you can have like 2, 4, or 7 or 8 kiosks at a time. They use public bathroom. Whatever that they use is public. So now that this case has happened, they have no any other means than to find a solution for themselves. So I'm just want to, on your platform for you to add your voice. Seeing these people are a tool for election, during time for election, buses is being able to organize for them to go back to the hours already and go and vote for the incumbent or whatsoever government that we are talking about. So now, the worst has already been happening. So why not the government should just get buses? Then the government should create isolation centers in the northern region. Then the government should take them back home to be isolated. Then after the 2 weeks, then they can get back to their family. Because Mr. Kevin, it's not easy.
It's not.
This lockdown is not easy at all for some people.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So I think that's my submission.
Have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
All right. So I'm taking one last call, then I'll end the show. This is the last call. This is the last caller, please. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Pacho Kasa.
Pacho, Brana or Kasa Free Australia.
Pacho, I
said, was it Casano? Ignite Chabucha Bra in the Apostle.
Yeah.
So, say, okay, so be homeless with me. Our butcher, if you can. We're homeless, but as somebody can TV, so any come Kasa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, send the Chrome Kasa, send the basic. Who TV is our shop, not daddy. Anna, Obiso, who say homeless, you say, no, be brave, Obitifa, a gas cooker, Kutuabi, no, a chicken Kubiano, no, I hear Adrianica Cabanodi.
Boss, minimum homeless on New York, and a time from your apartment, no, or share. Timberland and a white boy jacket no kuta a cab back give me a quarter. Yeah, near code home need the home as okay.
I think Ghana will do 35 to 45 years. Obedum Kokano Pabontin, Obedio Gali, Abontin, Obakudiko Contanado, as well. The whole life we have one day, and now someone questioned them, obeyed. So, yeah, you can't see Ghana for I think it's animal. How do you Ghana? You also animal.
And one boss. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, that's how I end today's show. So yeah, I'm not going to take any more calls. We're not taking any more calls. I told you today we're doing strictly 2 hours. My producer gave me some serious warning before the show started. We're not going over 2 hours. In fact, we've done 2 hours 3 minutes. Yes, so yeah, this is what we discussed today. We discussed what next. Now we need to be asking the questions. What next? The lockdown. If it doesn't end in 2 weeks, what next, Mr. President? What next, government? What is the plan? Plan ben aban woma omo da abontin omo didi abontin de bia omo also mo foka eko didi omo ma me wan so ma beda omo at the end of the day omo ni baby crampo a omo be kwa akoda no government or plans are de boas ankofu yi no and then what is your next plan? Government of Ghana. This is not politics. This is about doing the right thing and putting the right things in place so that the people you are governing can have at least access to food and shelter. My fellow Ghanaian, I've been telling you that this is the time the youth have to rise up and start speaking truth to power. This is the time we don't have to allow these politicians, whether left or right, to lie to us. Come together behind the scenes, come back and sell some trash to us. We have to start looking into stuff, asking questions and demanding reasonable answers. On today is Tuesday, right? On Thursday, I'll be back again on your radios from 3 p.m. U.S. time. That is 7 p.m. Ghana time to talk about other matters arising. It's all about Ghana, my fellow Ghanaians. It's all about Ghana. This is where you have. Here we don't mince words. Here we separate facts from noise. My fellow Ghanaians, before I end the show, I'm going to close with that lovely song. I just want to say hello to all the slave queens who cannot go out again. Slave queens who are them lockdown tea. I'm dedicating this song to you. All the men, the married men who cannot also go out and see your slave queens, I'm dedicating this to you. All the married men who are with your wives and being very, 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 very respectful, I'm dedicating this to you. To the hustlers on the street, boys, Bogus, but it could be. I'm dedicating this song to you. This song is all about love, man. It's all about love. It's sung by the artist is called Cool Date. Cool Date. If you go on Instagram, his name is Mr_Cool Date. He featured Obed, the guy who sang I'm trying to get that, Oh no, your way. I know Obed is listening to me. Oh no, your way. He's my favorite artist. So this song is by Cool Date featuring Obed and Trevor. Later, I'm going to give you their Instagram handles and all other handles. So if you're listening to me from anywhere in the world, I would like to say thank you very much for being part of this show. I really respect you. I respect your time. I call you family because you have made this possible. I would like to say hello to friends in North Carolina, hello to friends in Ghana, hello to friends in New York City, especially people in North Carolina. A special friend in North Carolina, have a wonderful evening. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who listened to me. Spend their data, spend their time. God will be with you. In God we trust. God will never judge you. This is from Cool Date. It's called Love You.
Some me need my small boy. Although you boy, love me need my number. Although you boy, some me need my small boy. Although you boy, love me need my number.
Although you way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more. Although you way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more.
Although you boy, let me make her love you. Although you boy, let me make her love you.
Although you way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more. Although you way, the femano, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more.
Although you boy, love me need my number. Although you boy, some me need my small boy. Although you boy,
I don't chase it, it just come to me. Must be in my blood, it just run through me. See it in your eyes, know you want to me. Leave all your friends, head back to the crib and do something to me. Know I'm right, I clean up nice, but deep down, girl, you know that I'm a dog, kung fu-y. We could chop it up, cuffin', baby, but I don't wanna lock you up. Hold you down, baby, I could prop you up. Kick game to you like a nigga playing soccer, huh? And I don't even teach him, I'm the motherfucking proctor. It's a matter of degrees and you looking at it, doc.
although you boy, love me need my number.
Cool day, cool day. So I cry more. Charlie, only sikai for just Sean. Omo pen man, momo kura dodge. Betty me cruise what time more. She don't want you this akumono girl. Now when you feel good to me sign check. Now when could in the queen and so check. What hair? You could spend a dirty life in cells. Charlie, more than she need you. Shanani Sifem men in the Kuichi. Anti Joe Pa, so want to cry. So the pass kind Idra Nanka. Professional Azunto Pa, Azuna no Po, Ajiana John Kwa, Azun, but you will sick of my wife for a cat. See, I'm a child booking hats. You won't qua.
Some me need my small boy. Odo your boy. Love me, need my number. Hey. Odo your boy. Suma me need my smubble. Odo your boy. Love me need my number. Hey.
Odo your way. The femano. The summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more. Odo your way. The femano. The summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more.
Odo your boy. Let me make her love you. Odo your boy. Let me make her love you. Hey.
Odo your way. The femano. The summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more. Odo your way. The femano. The summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more.
Odo your boy. Love me need my number. Odo your boy. Suma me need my smubble. Odo your boy.
I don't chase it, it just come to me. Must be in my blood, it just run through me. See it in your eyes, know you want to do me. Leave all your friends, head back to the crib and do something to me. Know I'm right, I clean up nice, but deep down, girl, you know that I'm a dog, Kung Fu-y. We could chop it up, cuffin', baby, but I don't wanna lock you up. Hold you down, baby, I could prop you up. Kick game to you like a nigga playing soccer, huh? And I don't even teach him, I'm the motherfucking proctor. It's a matter of degrees, and you looking at it, doc.
Odo your boy. Love me need my number.
Yes, be up here, so I cry more. Charlie, only sick for just Sean. I'm a pen man, I'm a crowd dodge. I'm betting me a cruise, what town more. She don't want to this, I come on no girl. Now, when you feel could do to me, sign check. Now, we could in the queen and so check. What hair? You could spend a dirty life in cell. Charlie, more than she need cheat. Shani Sifem men in the Coichi, and T. Joe Pa, they want to cry, so the pass kind Adrian car. Professional Azunto Pa, Azunano Po, Adriana John Kwa, but you see come a waff.
The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim, but the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize, keep a social distance and quarantine.
Coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walk with tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Labira kuitale abasinga bafudde okuwewala kisinga ko bujajaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted.
Omulwadde wa corona temubuzanyisa bange.
Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Kumo butabusiga rejemu batanalwala ulago moyo gwe gwanga labira kuyitale abasinga bafudde okuwewala kisinga ko bujajaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Kumo butabusiga rejemu batanalwala ulago moyo gwe gwanga labira kuyitale abasinga bafudde okuwewala kisinga ko bujajaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Kumo butabusiga rejemu batanalwala ulago moyo gwe gwanga labira kuyitale abasinga bafudde
matter of life we can never take for granted.
Coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alive.